Jesus said, because you watchers slept, Satan took advantage of that vulnerability, of that spiritual laziness, and came in and sowed another seed. So there's a field. In the realms, there's what? A field. There's a field. That field is a garden. It's in the spirit. Yeah, it was in the spirit, but in the physical, it's going to manifest as problems. Hey, every problem has a root. The problem you're seeing are symptoms. They are just fruits of the branches of the tree that is in the invisible realm. Kill the root, the tree, the fruits die. Kill the root, the branches die. Stop dealing with symptoms. Church folks deal with symptoms a lot. This has to stop. Pain here, kidney. What caused it? What's the source? Which spirit is responsible? Have you apprehended the spirit? Have you dealt with the lifeline of that situation? What in you that is feeding that tree? What is it in you that God says you must kill for that root of that situation to die? You see that? It's not just only combating against the spirit, it's also finding the life source. Is there anything in you and from you that nourishes that situation? That's why in my ministry, I don't deal with symptoms. We get to the root cause of things. I'm not going to be injecting you with some kind of fever issues. Oh, fever, take Panadol. Some fever has a major cause. There are people who are cancerous, but they are feverish. Yeah. There are various symptoms of a major chronic diseases. So if you start dealing with only symptoms and not deal with the root, then the symptoms will be mild, subsided today, and tomorrow it comes up. So let's stop dealing with symptoms. Let's begin to deal with roots. Tell somebody, deal with roots. Today, in the name of Jesus, every root behind the troubles of our nations. Hey. A second. Every root behind the troubles of our nation. I don't know where you come from. You come from a beautiful country. Our problem is not the president. Let nobody think that the president is the problem. No, sir. There is a force over the presidency. And if we can reset the forces and repossess the gates of the spirit over our government and bind the forces in those dimensions that are contrary to the will of God, and we stand in the gap, trust me, over time our government will begin to do the right thing. No president comes into power to curse his country. Every president of any country means well, but sometimes when they come in, you see them influenced by invisible forces that you can't believe. Attacks from left and right. So let's not fight physically. Let us get to the root of certain issues. How many presidencies have you changed? What has brought change? I hope the change came. This is the bad one. Take him out, take him out. He went. The next came. Oh, he's another bad one. Get rid of him. Another will come. Take him out. So the question is, who is the problem? And what is the problem? Until we begin to ask ourselves, what is the spiritual problem of our government? That no president is good enough. So the question now is, what is the problem? That means no presidency can solve the problem. So they don't know that the church is the solution. The church should not join for unseating of any presidency. Rather, the church must unseat the invisible presidencies, the invisible forces of darkness that continue to cultivate the gardens over nations. Can I hear fire? Satan is very strategic. He is a spirit that understands how to manipulate the human mind. The Lord said we must take up war in the realms of the human mind. And we're going to take up a war against every invisible political personnel or persons or demonic invisible spirits assigned to all of our politicians as we know on a global level. Say, I am a watchman. Therefore, no demonic entrance into my community, into my country, into my parliament. I stand as a gatekeeper to object every satanic entrance, every agenda of the devil in the name of Jesus Christ. I shall hear the word of the Lord for my country, for my community, for my family, in the name of Jesus Christ. Can I hear loud as amen?